Have you ever shared good news with a friend, only to get a half-hearted smile in return? Jealousy can lurk behind even the friendliest faces, like a quiet shadow following you around. How can you spot this subtle envy creeping into your relationships? And what can you do about it in true Stoic fashion? Jealousy is often a shadowy presence in our lives. It creeps in quietly and starts whispering negativity, sometimes without us noticing. The big question is, how do we recognize when this shadow has taken root in someone around us? And more importantly, how do we respond in a wise, Stoic way? To find out, let's journey through 11 telltale signs that someone might be harboring jealousy toward you. We explore these not to point fingers or condemn anyone, but to see how their actions can test our own growth and commitment to Stoic principles. 1. They celebrate your failures. Imagine sharing a tough day or a failure and noticing a friend who seems oddly pleased that things went wrong. If someone smiles at your misfortune or appears happy when you stumble, that's a glaring red flag of jealousy. Jealousy often reveals itself when your struggles bring someone else joy, as if your failure gives them relief from their own insecurities. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher emperor, prepared himself each morning by reminding himself that he might meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, or jealous. They behave that way, he said, because they can't tell good from bad. In this same spirit, recognize that a jealous soul might find comfort in your hardship as a way to escape feeling inadequate. But as students of Stoicism, our task isn't to retaliate or resent them. Instead, we aim to rise above their pettiness. The fact that they delight in your hardship is a sign they're chained by their own emotions, chains we choose to break free from. So keep your composure and compassion. Their reaction is about their bondage to envy, while your focus is on transcending such negativity. 2. They imitate you, but never acknowledge it. Maybe you've noticed someone copying your style, your ideas, or your achievements, but they never give you any credit. Imitation might be the sincerest form of flattery, but when it's fueled by jealousy, it comes off as sneaky and never acknowledged openly. A jealous person might mimic your successes in secret, trying to take the same path you forged while pretending it was all their idea. Instead of finding their own way, they're obsessed with following yours from the shadows. The Stoic writer Seneca pointed out that it's not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. And jealousy is a prime example of wasting time. By fixating on your life and achievements, this person squanders time they could spend improving themselves. A true Stoic wouldn't waste energy stewing in bitterness or copying others. We know the value of walking our own unique journey. So if someone is imitating you out of envy, let them. Don't let it bother you. Keep doing your own thing. The Stoic approach is to pursue your path and leave the jealous to wrestle with their own inner conflicts. In the end, their secret imitation is a compliment gone wrong, and your focus remains on being authentically you. 3. They spread rumors about you. Envy can turn a friend into a whispering enemy. If you start hearing bizarre rumors or gossip about yourself that only an insider would know, you might be dealing with a jealous person trying to poison your reputation. When jealousy consumes someone, they may resort to slander, spreading rumors or exaggerations to put you down and soothe their own hurt ego. It's their way of trying to level the field. If they can't climb as high as you, they'll try to pull you down into the mud with words. Here's where Stoic wisdom is invaluable. Epictetus had a cheeky bit of advice for situations like this. If someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself by denying the accusations. Instead, respond, "You obviously don't know about my other faults, or you would have mentioned them too." In other words, don't feed the trolls. A wise person doesn't bend to others' gossip or opinions. We stay steadfast in our integrity, knowing that no rumor can tarnish what is truly virtuous about us. Jealousy wants to provoke a reaction, but the Stoic response is calm and silence. Think of it like this. Your character is an unshakable fortress. Let them hurl their falsehoods. Your fortress stands firm. By refusing to engage in the rumor game, you deny jealousy the fuel it needs, and eventually the gossip will extinguish itself. 4. They dismiss your achievements. Ever have a friend shrug off your big win and say, "Hey, you just got lucky"? When someone minimizes your victories or calls your success unearned, it's a classic sign of a jealous heart hiding its own insecurity. They downplay your achievements to mask their envy, telling themselves and others that your success doesn't count or wasn't deserved. But ask yourself, does someone calling your accomplishment luck actually erase the hard work you put in? Of course not. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. You can't control that they belittle you. That's on them. What is in your control is how you react and how you value your own effort. Their dismissive comments are just noise outside your mind. Your diligence, your late nights of effort, your virtue in how you achieve success, those are real, and nobody can take them away by calling them luck. So instead of getting upset, rejoice in the process, not the praise. You know what you did to earn your success. Let their jealousy be just another sign that you're on a worthy path. In fact, if your achievements weren't meaningful, people wouldn't feel the need to tear them down. Keep striving and let the results speak for themselves. 5. They avoid or distance themselves. Sometimes jealousy doesn't come out as anger or gossip. It comes as silence and distance. A once close companion might start to drift away, ghosting you or pulling back whenever you share good news about your life. It's as if they can't bear to be around you because your growth reminds them of their own stagnation. It can feel confusing or hurtful when a friend withdraws rather than celebrates with you. But should we feel heartbroken when someone distances themselves out of envy? Stoic wisdom gently shakes its head. No. Instead of grieving the loss of that friendship, use it as a reminder of life's ebb and flow. Relationships can be impermanent, and not everyone is meant to stick around for every chapter of your story. Seneca advised, associate with those who will make you a better person, and welcome those whom you can improve. The process is mutual, for we learn while we teach. In simple terms, choose friends who lift you up and be around people you can also help elevate. If someone's envy causes them to retreat from your life, consider it their missed opportunity to grow alongside you, not your loss. Keep surrounding yourself with folks who cheer for you, not fear for themselves. Those who linger in the shadows of comparison will only drag themselves down. Wish them well, stay humble, and continue your journey with companions who value growth and positivity. 6. They secretly compete with you. Do you know someone who turns everything into a competition, often without you even realizing it? You get a new hobby, suddenly they have to one-up it. You mention a personal goal, they immediately pit themselves against it. This kind of silent rivalry is a textbook sign of jealousy. They're constantly measuring their worth against your achievements, keeping score in a game you never agreed to play. But here's the key. This hidden competition stems from their insecurity, not anything you've done wrong. Marcus Aurelius offers some relevant advice in Meditations. Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors. To wonder what so-and-so is doing, thinking, or saying is a distraction from focusing on yourself. In other words, spending your energy worrying about someone else's life is a waste of your own life. A Stoic doesn't engage in secret contests or petty comparisons. Our only contest is with ourselves, to be a bit wiser, a bit better than we were yesterday. So if someone is covertly competing with you, let them race alone. While they chase external validation, tallies of who's better at what, you're busy refining your character and tending to your own purpose. In fact, their jealousy is giving you a perfect chance to practice detachment. Smile and step aside from their race. By not getting sucked into their scoreboard, you maintain clarity of purpose and inner peace, which is a race they might not even understand, let alone win. 7. They try to sabotage your efforts. Jealousy at its worst can turn downright destructive. We're talking about someone actively trying to trip you up. Maybe they forget to tell you about an important meeting, or they introduce subtle doubts to others about your project, or they create obstacles out of thin air. If it feels like a particular person is intentionally hindering your progress or undermining your work, you could be dealing with deep-seated envy that is curdled into sabotage. It's painful and frustrating when someone you trusted is secretly hoping you fail and even taking steps to make it happen. Yet here's where Stoic resilience shines. The Stoics teach us that obstacles can be fuel for growth. Epictetus noted that difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Think about that. When you face a challenge or sabotage, it's revealing your true character and theirs. So when confronted with this kind of behavior, resist the urge to respond with anger or revenge. That's what they expect, and it keeps you bogged down on their level. Instead, treat each act of sabotage as training for your resilience. If they block one opportunity, find another route. If they spread doubt about you, let your continued excellence be the answer. Every time they try to pull you down, use it as a reason to rise even higher by staying composed and virtuous. By refusing to be rattled or dragged into drama, you not only disappoint their expectations, you also turn their jealousy into your own motivation to get stronger and better. 8. They belittle your values and principles. Another sign of extreme jealousy is when someone starts to mock or belittle the principles you live by. Maybe they roll their eyes when you talk about something that's important to you. Your dedication to fitness, your commitment to honesty, your spiritual practices, dismissing it as silly or naive. This behavior is their way of invalidating what sets you apart. Why do they do it? Because if they can make your values seem foolish, they feel less bad about not having those values or discipline themselves. It's a twisted attempt to feel superior by tearing down what makes you, you. Here we should remember the wisdom of Seneca, who observed, "What is good is not always popular, and what is popular is not always good." Just because your values might not align with what they or the crowd find cool or convenient doesn't make those values any less right or important. Jealousy cannot erode a steadfast spirit. When faced with someone's sneering or criticism, stand firm in who you are. Often, a jealous person will attack what they don't understand. Their criticism is a reflection of their own inner conflict, not the true worth of your beliefs. So stay true to your principles. They are your compass, guiding you toward a life of virtue and meaning. By holding fast to your values, you not only preserve your integrity, but also subtly show the jealous person that their attempts to shake you are futile. In time, they may either respect you for your consistency or drift away, but your course will remain steady. 9. They act overly friendly or insincere. Sometimes jealousy doesn't look like an enemy at all. It wears the disguise of an excessively friendly ally. Have you ever encountered someone who pours on praise and flattery so thick that it starts to feel inauthentic? They're always telling you how amazing you are, how they're so happy for you. Yet something in their tone or their later actions doesn't match their sugary words. This false camaraderie can be a mask for envy. Jealousy might push a person to overcompensate with compliments, either to get closer and keep an eye on you, or to hide their true feelings even from themselves. How do we deal with this? First, trust your gut. If the kindness feels hollow, it probably is. And Stoic wisdom backs this up. It's not what a man says that shows his character, but what he does, as Epictetus warns. In practice, that means watch their actions, not just their friendly words. A Stoic cultivates the ability to discern genuine kindness from fake praise. Don't be rude or dismissive in return. Simply acknowledge the compliment and observe. If their later behavior undermines you or their support vanishes when you're not around, you've confirmed the insincerity. Recognize this over-friendliness for what it truly is, a signal of their insecurity, not a reflection of your worth. By staying vigilant and keeping your own integrity intact, you avoid getting ensnared by flattery. Enjoy the kind words perhaps, but remain grounded and cautious. True friends will show their support through consistent actions, not just flowery words when you're present. 10. They undermine your relationships. Jealousy often festers in the shadows of our social circles. If someone is extremely jealous of you, they might try to chip away at your other relationships. For example, they could start telling your friends little lies or half-truths to make them doubt you. Or they might exaggerate conflicts to turn people against each other. This person's goal is to isolate you by creating division, planting seeds of doubt or mistrust between you and the people who support you. After all, if your friendships or family bonds weaken, the jealous person feels less behind you. They might even hope you'll become more dependent on them or just less confident in general. It's a toxic, behind-the-scenes tactic, and it stems from them envying the support system you have. Now, what does Stoicism tell us in such cases? First, remember Seneca's wisdom. He who envies others does not obtain peace of mind. The person stirring up drama is not a happy person. They're troubled within. As a Stoic, don't let their turmoil disrupt your own peace. True relationships, those built on trust, mutual respect, and virtue, are resilient. They won't be easily broken by a few poison whispers. If you maintain open communication and understanding with your real friends, any attempt to undermine those bonds will eventually come to light. So focus on strengthening the relationships that matter. Be honest, be kind, and address any concerns directly with your loved ones. In time, the one planting rumors will reveal themselves through inconsistencies and negative behavior. Don't sink to their level by starting a counter-rumor or feud. Just continue to be a good friend. Your genuine connections will hold steady against the storm of envy. Let the jealous person's machinations serve as a reminder to cherish and protect the true friendships you have. Because those are a source of strength no jealousy can easily break. 11. They obsessively compare themselves to you. The final sign is a big one. When someone can't stop comparing their life to yours, every conversation turns into a measuring contest. If you share something positive about your life, they immediately mention what they lack or how they've done something too. Almost as if to not be outdone, they might constantly highlight the differences. You have X, I only have Y, or must be nice that you accomplished Z, I've never gotten that chance. This person is essentially keeping score, and in their mind, your achievements or possessions only serve to underscore what they don't have. Their worldview has become a two-person leaderboard, and they feel they're losing. This constant comparison is not just annoying, it's toxic for them because it blinds them to their own journey and potential. Epictetus offers a liberating insight here. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. In plain terms, it's not about the stuff you have, but about being content with what you have. The jealous person's obsession with comparing every aspect of their life to yours comes from a misguided belief that external measures, like money, awards, status, or material things, define a person's worth. They see life as a zero-sum game where your win is their loss. But as Stoics, we know that true contentment comes from within. Your value isn't determined by outshining someone else, but by improving yourself and living by your principles. So when faced with someone like this, refuse to engage in the comparison game. You don't have to downplay your successes, and you also don't need to compare upward or downward. Gently remind them and yourself that everyone's path is different. You can even steer conversations away from the side-by-side competition. Focus on experiences, mutual interests, or encourage them in their own goals without reference to yours. By not playing along, you stay free, grounded, and undistracted from your purpose. Eventually, they'll either tire of comparing or come to realize that their only true competitor is the person in the mirror. Jealousy, whether it shows up as open sabotage, sly gossip, or quiet comparison, challenges our commitment to living virtuously. Each of these 11 signs is not just about identifying someone else's envy. It's a call for us to deepen our practice. Every encounter with jealousy is a chance to rise above destructive emotions and live out the Stoic ideals of courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught: the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. The obstacle is the way. In this context, that means someone's jealousy, which seems like an obstacle or annoyance, can actually propel your growth. Let the jealousy of others serve as a reminder to double down on your own virtues. Our strength lies not in their approval, but in our unshakable character. In the end, jealousy is a test, a mirror that reflects not who the other person is, but who we choose to become in response. As Stoics and as seekers of wisdom, we are called to rise above petty envy and resentment. We let our actions and our character speak louder than another's envy. we remain unwavering in our pursuit of what is right and good. If you found yourself nodding along or recognizing these situations, take it as a gentle nudge. The true battle is always within. Keep striving and keep growing, and don't let any shadow of jealousy from others dim your light. Lastly, remember that you're not alone on this journey. We're all walking this path together, learning and supporting each other. If you enjoyed this exploration of Stoic wisdom, consider joining our community. Subscribe to the Still Stoic and continue growing with us. And as always, live with purpose, act with courage, and let philosophy guide you to inner freedom. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay unshaken.